Or maybe it's a form of baptism. They're becoming, the more they do, the more they're baptized into the...
Yeah. Temple of the camping medic.
Right.
Temple of camping.
Yeah. See what's going on with this map here is the bridge as usual.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah, what else? It's always the bridge map.
Yeah. But we are starting to get more lucky. Like we
Yeah.
are voting for maps like Railgun and Raider.
Yeah, right.
We even got to see, I saw it, Market Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I think most of our team couldn't even figure out what to do. Getting lost.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing at first when you play a new map, but...
Yeah. So give it a few games and you'll get it. You'll get it.
Got it. Yep, here we are. Gotta repair the EV again. They better get a new one or something stronger.
Yeah.
You don't have to...
It seems to be broken every day.
We probably should take it to a professional to have it repaired instead of rely on soldiers to repair. Soldiers that look like comic book characters. I think.
Yeah, spare parts are from China. No wonder why it's not working.
Made with Uyghur slaves. No wonder.
No, it's called Chinesium. Chinesium. It's a joke on 9gag.
Yeah.
The image of like broken hammer and screwdriver and text under it made from Chinesium.
Chinesium,
Yeah, Chinesium.
Oh. Yeah, don't forget all the slaves they use too to make those stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they pay them like like $2 per day.
Oh yeah, I know. They pay the Gambians down in Africa there to mine for their minerals. They pay them like $1.50 a day to mine for that stuff.
Yeah, and that's even considered to be good, because the rest of the people, they get far less or nothing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is great. This is better than nothing, man. I can afford to get one beer a month or something with this.
I don't know what you really get with it. I've seen some documentaries and prices are low, of course.
Yeah. But I don't know what else.
I can't really imagine how they're living there.
Have you seen the documentary Empire of Dust about how they tried to fix Haiti? The Chinese went down there and tried to fix Haiti.
Hard to say. I've seen so many of them.
Oh yeah.
So many documentaries. Because like I had this job I told you about, the gold farming and leveling up accounts for other people in games. And while that, like, certain tasks were so boring and you were just AFK most of the time, keeping an eye on it. So I was just watching documentaries all day long.
Wow.
An hour or something. And maybe I've seen it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you've seen a lot of them, you might have.
Yeah, I watched about North Korea, about maybe 25 or 30 of them. 30 hours of documentaries about Kim Jong-un and the other leaders. Yeah, I watched so many of them.
I know some people that taught English there at Pyongyang University.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, it is possible to do that, and they even get paid quite well, I believe.
Actually,
it's just that
I thought so too, but they don't get paid anything. It's all volunteer. The only thing you get is a nice place to stay. Yeah, and 3 hots and a cot. Some food, and that's it.
Interesting. Yeah, but there are people who have like embassy or something over there.
Oh, people that work at, oh yeah, like maybe like the Indonesia embassy or something. They have
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
foreign town
But
or
those
something.
people do get paid, and they're probably living well.
Oh
They
yeah,
can even use the internet. They just can't say anything about the
yeah,
great leader,
yeah.
or yeah, so something goes
There,
wrong right away.
right. Now you mentioned that there used to be a guy on YouTube about 10 years ago or so more than that. He used to post videos of him driving to work every day. I mean, there's nobody
Yeah,
around. There's no one in the stores, just him. And he works
yeah.
at
I
the.
believe this channel some point it got removed. There might be one more still around.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen these.
yeah. They show him go to the gas station, go to the store, and he's trying to pretend
Yeah,
like
the
it's.
people who live in the capital over there, they're not doing that bad. The rest of the country is just it's horrible.
So,
But
yeah. But yeah,
of
they,
course, there's a lack of everything.
yeah, they
But
get
yeah,
very even in Pyongyang, they still get very little. So yeah, I've seen people go
yeah,
shopping and
yeah.
it's like,
But it's still a little better than the rest of the country.
and those people that live there are kind of the privileged. They're the
Yeah,
upper
yeah,
crust.
exactly.
And they have, let's see, this guy right here. Well, they have
Well,
this.
the government.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have this system down there that every few years they do a census of the entire country. And when they do the census, they try to determine who's friendly or hostile to the state, to the government.
yeah,
And if you've shown that you're friendly and your family has been friendly with the government, well, you get to live in Pyongyang. You get to live what they call the high life, and you can bribe guards and stuff. And
yeah,
but if you're hostile to it, you get to live way out in the middle of nowhere where there's no trees or anything.
yeah.
Yeah, and that system is kind of similar to the Chinese system that they're implementing in America, the social credit score.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the
Yeah, you should read
stuff
about that. It's
happening.
pretty horrifying. You can only get around town if you're friendly to the government based on your score, your credit score. Your credit score is determined about how friendly you are to the government.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the higher you're friendly are, the more you get that. But if you say anything hostile about the government or criticize the government in China, your credit score goes down, and you're unable to do anything. You can't go shopping. You can't get in your car. You can't get in your apartment.
yeah. Crazy Chinese.
Oh, that is terrible. Yeah, and they've got like over like 700 million CCTV cameras spying on everyone with face recognition software and stuff, and it's all done to determine how friendly or hostile you are to the government. And if you're hostile, or it was like with the COVID thing, it was if you had your vaccine or not, and if you didn't have it and you had COVID, people who had a smartphone in their hand would use face recognition and recognize that, oh, you're bad, you're terrible, you didn't get your shots, and you probably had COVID. It's a way to socially stigmatize people. It's
Well, you better get these shots, because my friend and his family,
well,
over half of them died, and
wow.
God did. And he had permanent damage from it. And me, I've been vaccinated 4 times, and I've had this
Yeah,
virus a couple of times.
really?
So nothing happened. So couldn't even feel it. And meanwhile, people around me are either dead or have horrible damage. So
Well,
yeah, neither way.
If the people around you are dead, maybe they're zombies then.
Yeah, my neighbor, the elderly ladies, they were against vaccines and
Sure.
ended up getting it. And I'm not even sure what it brought her here. Some kind of air supply system,
Oh, really?
something for a couple of weeks, and almost died.
Oh, wow.
Same thing. So
Yeah.
it's like Russian roulette over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I never took the vaccines, but when I was a kid, I had lots of vaccines and allergy shots. I was always sick all the time when I was a kid, I had horrible allergies. I was allergic to everything, and I had to go to the doctor like twice every 2 weeks to get shots, and it was painful shots right in the arm. It was hard to move my arm, and I think because I had built up my immune system, that I had all kinds of these sicknesses and vaccines that I never got the vaccine, and I never got COVID. Yeah, so I think it's because...
Well, you live in a... Well, I don't know, you live in a quite small town.
Sure, that too.
I'm not sure. You don't really use any public transportation, do you? You don't really go anywhere.
Yeah, we go someplace. I go shopping, and sometimes I go out with my wife on the weekends places.
Yeah, Pachinko. You're just going to play that machine.
Yeah, Pachinko. Right. Now, I think I just built up my immunity, that's all, because I mean, what's interesting, though, and I suspect maybe this was COVID before people knew what it was, in August of 2019, after my student came back from China on a business trip, I got really sick with they thought it was like a flu or something, but it didn't feel like a flu at all. I was sick for like 3 weeks.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I had a horrible headache and a fever at the same time. I had always an iron taste in my mouth. That was the only taste.
And what about smell senses? You couldn't smell anything?
I don't remember if I can smell anything. I was always in pain with a headache and a fever at the same time, so I couldn't tell anything, and I had trouble sleeping.
I felt really weak. I couldn't do anything. Plus, there was a fever.
Fever. Yeah.
But the fever wasn't that high, and it only lasted a few days, and this was much different than any other any flu or whatever, common cold. There was something different. It's really weak.
Yeah. Really
Maybe the third or fourth day started getting better, and the eyes were running non-stop, nose was running.
Really? I didn't have that problem. I didn't have any running problems. It was just always headache and fever. It would never go down. I had to go to...
Such a horrible weakness.
Oh, it's terrible.
Like a zombie feeling.
Oh, I had to go to the clinic twice to get IVs. That's how bad it was. And then after I recovered, I had virus fatigue for about 1.5 years or 2 years. I just felt weak. It just really did a lot of damage. And I never felt anything like that. I've had flus and stomach flus and all kinds of stuff. I even had chicken pox about 10 years ago or so. And this, I never felt like out of commission that long. It was terrible. So I don't know exactly what it was. It just seemed kind of coincidence that when my friend came back from a business trip in China, I just got really sick in August for like 3 weeks. So I have
it probably was.
Probably was.
Yeah.
And the doctor just kind of said, "Oh, it sounds kind of like flu or something." And I was going, "Man, this doesn't feel like it. Something feels kind of fake about it or something. It doesn't feel right." I'm not sure what the heck. It's terrible. And the medicine I took to reduce the fever, like the super Tylenol stuff, didn't even work. It made it worse, actually. It was horrible, just like headache after I took it, like NyQuil and stuff. And oh man, it was awful. I just got off of it, and it just got so bad I had to go to the clinic twice.
Yeah.
And that helped with the IV. Boy, that helped. That was a lifesaver there. I couldn't take it. It just wouldn't go away no matter what I did, and it was going on for 3 weeks. And I said, "Well, I gotta go to the clinic. This is ridiculous." So I have no idea what it could have been. It was around that time when I remember people started talking about COVID. I remember in late 2019, those Chinese doctors were coming out and whistleblowing. There were whistleblowers talking about what was happening. And those Chinese doctors, they seemed to kind of disappear after they were whistleblowing the government and the lab in Wuhan. There were like 5 Chinese doctors, and they all like disappeared after that. They're like shouldn't laugh. They're probably dead or something. The government probably got them and put them in a gulag or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was like Stalin stuff. They just disappeared. I was like, oh, what happened to them?
I remember one time where I got it from, I went to buy some medicine from this pharmacy store close by. And right after that, next day, maybe even the same night,
Yeah.
things started going wrong.
Ooh.
So yeah, these are the hotspot.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that's where I got it.
Oh, really?
I didn't use any public transportation. I just walked there.
Uh-huh.
It must have been, yeah. That's where I got it.
Huh.
And the other time, I think it was public transportation.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of surface stuff going on, people touching surfaces, because a lot of those viruses, if someone has a virus and coughs in their hand and then puts their hand on like a bar or something on the train, a lot of people use the handrails on the train, they put their hand on it and the virus will stay on that surface like a stainless
For
steel.
like 48 hours at least.
Oh yeah, sometimes like 40 or 3 days, some or a week. I've heard sometimes 2 weeks. You know, it'll stay alive, and you just touch it, and you wouldn't even know where it came from or how you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's we're. Yeah, I know my my wife and my daughters got the vaccine for it. They were kind of really sick after they got it.
Oh, for me, nothing happened. So I've been vaccinated with the Pfizer shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Pfizer one. It's one of the only ones they offer here. And nothing happened after it. I just maybe felt a little different the same day, and when I did actually get...
You got lucky there, because my wife and my other daughters were just like asleep for the whole next day. They couldn't even move. I thought they were, I just thought, God, I hope they didn't die in their bedroom. They had big fever, and they're just out of commission for a whole day.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. For me, nothing happened. And
yeah, people get different reactions, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Nothing happened to you.
We don't really have that many available here. There are a few more.
Yeah.
There's the Pfizer one, there's some Moderna, something. The others, I don't know. It's mostly the same. It's Pfizer everywhere.
Pfizer, yeah. I heard bad things about that thing, too. You must have got, well, you got fortunate. Maybe you have a stronger immune system or something. I don't know. Everybody reacts to it differently.
Yeah.
Well, you survived. You survived to tell the tale and to play Wolf ET for another day.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how long will this game keep on going? Maybe 5 more years? I mean, it is the same people every day.
I know.
Maybe some are making a comeback. They're like, oh yeah, the game's still going, let's play it again. Maybe it will go on until... I don't know, even... at least 5 years.
I don't know. There's some games that are still going online though. Some people still play like Doom 2 and Quake, you know. I know Quake 3 is still going. They're still...
Yeah, and Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament.
Probably
That's still going. Yeah.
The player base is so tiny.
Yeah.
So not that many. It's much worse than ET.
Yes.
Maybe Quake has a similar one, I don't know, but Unreal Tournament is dead.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It seemed like, you know, Quake, Quake 3 Arena would still be quite popular. Because that was a very popular game back in the day. And still ample supply of people playing it. But I don't know. I've never tried playing it for a while. I can't remember the last time I even tried playing it. Okay.
Well, it looks like Team Market has 12 players and some spectators.
Alright.
So yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
Oh wow, they're playing ETIs.
Oh,
The
okay.
map we tried to vote for.
Oh, let see. We're almost done here. We got about 3 minutes and we're having trouble. So
The map history shows Black Moon Raid. So they did play it.
Oh.
I want to see that map.
What was that? What did he shoot? Stood out in the open too long. Oh, thank you. Okay, they're trying to throw airstrikes through there. Well, we got about a little over 2 minutes left. And, oh, I'm going to revive that guy. Get him up. Okay, we're going to need his help, maybe. Oh, she's a medic, too. Okay, great. We need your help. All right. Oh, so tomorrow is Wednesday, so in the morning it'll be Quake Wars morning. Quake morning. So I'll be playing that for about an hour and a half in the morning. I hope I could just, I hope they get the Gold Rush. I want to play Gold Rush on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the time is here when you're doing that. Maybe too early?
Yeah, it's probably way too early. I usually finish around like, oh, strike. Okay, I better get out of its way. That has a big radius there. We're not even, we're stuck. We can't even repair the damn thing. We got a minute left. Surrender, no. Oh, I got him. I got that guy in the MG. No, don't surrender, Mac. Just finish it off. There's only 40 seconds. There's no use surrendering. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we got 30 seconds. Wow, we're getting it. What? What was that noise? I never heard that noise before. It was a weird, like, horn or something. What was that? Oh, 20 seconds.
I'm not hearing any noise there.
I heard something here I never heard before. It sounded like a blowhorn or something. Weird.
Maybe you're just going crazy.
I am, yeah, that could be it. Yeah. All those years of being sick finally got to me. Damaged my brain. Yeah, we lost. Okay, so let's go to Team Muppets then. We had enough of this shenanigans.
Yeah. It should get better over there in the next 20 minutes. Look already good, but
yeah,
can always do better.
Yeah. Gotta get more people.
Hey, they're playing Erdenberg again.
Ooh.
Yeah, looks nice.
Okay, let me close this.